play a little bit.
Yep.
A little April Wine.
April Wine.
This is one of those songs that I heard this one for the first time. I was like, oh wow. I couldn't believe I missed this one for so many years. Why don't you tell the people who the hell we are, man?
Hey, we're all about the music. I'm Pimp Daddy. This is
JB. How's it going?
Hey, you almost forgot.
Well, we're back with April Wine today.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And I got to tell you right off the bat, right? I thought I knew about April Wine, and I started digging into it. I didn't know nothing. I'm just like, wow. You know, April Wine, their big hit in America was Between You and Me. I can't believe that was their biggest hit in the States because growing up, I heard so many songs off their big hit CD was Nature of the Beast, and actually that's the band's favorite CD. Now they've put out 15 studio albums, 3 live albums, numerous box sets, and other things like that. But it was just interesting. I was just like, hey, let this music play, and let's see what they've got besides the 4 or 5 songs that I thought were really great from them off of Nature of the Beast, which was released in 1981. And I didn't actually hear any of that music till probably like about 83. And the funny thing about that was, it's just like, that's the same time they put out that album, and you heard, what is it, Gypsy Queen? And we'll go ahead and play this Gypsy Queen here for everybody real quick.
Woo!
Yeah, Gypsy Queen. Let's play this. I think that was one of the things about this band that took me, I think, by surprise a little bit, to be honest with you. I started listening to more of their music. I'm like, wow, these guys are really a great rock band, and it's not just Sign of the Gypsy Queen, or Just Between You and Me, or oh my God, there were so many good songs off of the Nature of the Beast. Future Tense, Big City Girls, which made me laugh because it's about some guys messing around with some hookers. And it's very funny. It's very funny, the everything in the song. But it was just interesting to start digging into their music and going, wow. They had so many good rock songs. Like, if you just want to hear a good rock band, I would check them out. Their first big hit was in Canada. And of course, they're a Canadian band, so duh, right?
Yeah.
But their first big hit, and I was like, a strange title, You Could Have Been a Lady. And I was like, is this going to be any good? Well, let's give it a listen. Let's give this a listen. This is You Could Have Been a Lady, April Wine.
I like that song. Ooh, yeah.
Now this is right. I've never heard this song, and then we're looking at it like, You Could Have Been a Lady. I love this song. I love the guitar, the smooth vocals, and this guy's vocals are very smooth across most of the music that they do. And then I'm not normally a big fan of live, because a lot of times, live tracks they're not recorded very well, or whatever the deal is. And I was wrong on that one. I started listening to a little bit of their live music. I was like, wow. The vocals are so spot on. that it just drew me in. And then with the guitar work and everything, of course, it's a little bit different sounding than what you're going to hear on a studio track, but that's not always a bad thing. There's a lot of songs out there from a lot of different artists that I prefer the live version of the song to the studio version, just because of the overall, like the studio version's kind of flat and kind of boring. You know, like I played that Billy Joel song for you. Remember that Miami 2017, I think it is. And you know, it's a whole live thing. You can hear the drummers really having a good time. The crowd's into it. Well, if you listen to the studio version of that song, it's just so boring. It's so horrible. But I heard the live version first, and I loved it. And then it came down to the same thing. It's like I've heard a couple of live songs now from April Wine that I'm just like, this is really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. I can't sing. I didn't even try that.
I can't sing neither. You also
Can't sing, man.
Hey.
I play really bad guitar too.
all we can do is just be about the music, you know.
All about the music. Now, it was interesting, but back in when was that, Nicey? I'm gonna have to squint my eyes. But March of 1977,
Hey,
they actually April Wine did a benefit in Ontario, and they were co-headliners with a band called the Roaches. And it turned out that the Roaches were the Rolling Stones.
Oh, wow.
So a charity in Ontario, Canada, and you have April Wine, and then the Roaches, which of course is the Rolling Stones, and that was very interesting. And of course, I'm pretty sure I know how that went. I'm pretty sure April Wine was the first band out, because I don't think you could come out after the Rolling Stones, especially at that time.
Hey, that
You
was
know,
a high
but,
level to stand up to.
You know, April Wine really did. They had a really good fan base and a lot of good songs in Canada. And then, like I said, 1981, they broke out in America with "Nature of the Beast." The big song off that was "Between You and Me." But in my opinion, you couldn't get away from not Mississippi Queen. That's Mountain. Sign to the Gypsy Queen.
Okay.
You couldn't get away from that. Mississippi Queen either. Couldn't get away from that song. So, but Sign to the Gypsy Queen was one of those songs you couldn't get away from. And I'm just like, you know, just a lot of interesting songs from this band, and it was up to me. I would say Amazon has a box set, which is matter of fact, it's sitting in my cart right now. It's $35, and it covers all their music. It's got some rarities on it, from what I understand.
Okay.
But it's definitely worth $35. I mean, you can probably download it, but I have found a lot of times when I do downloads that it'll be missing a couple songs that the CD or this box set had. Like, they just took it from whatever, and they didn't actually get it from the box set itself. So you can be missing out on some really good tracks. But I would definitely check them out. You know, tell whatever music service you have, hey, play this band, April Wine. What have you got to lose but a few minutes of your life? Check out a few tunes. You might find that they got something like, here's that Big City Girls I was telling you about. It's off that Nature of the Beast.
I like it. I like it.
Oh no, man. Just let music play for a moment and people get through it for you. If I had a couple hours, I'd just sit back and have someone else just spinning up some music for us.
Yeah.
Man, I'd be chatting all day long.
Hey,
You
and
know?
that's what they're here for. You know, everybody that's been tuning in to us up until
It's all
this
about
point,
the
you know,
music.
it's all about the music.
I wind
you
that
know.
into every conversation.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely. You gotta stamp that. But you know,
yeah.
maybe you all can introduce us to some new songs that we haven't heard yet. You know, and we're always open. We're always open.
Oh yeah, I'm
to
always
hearing
looking
new
forward to
things.
hearing some new music.
Yeah, because
I mean,
you know, we don't know it all.
You've turned me on to some music already, but I've been having a lot of fun because right now we're looking at a lot of rock, but there's a lot of other genres of music we are going to be hitting on.
Oh, absolutely.
But I've been having so much fun with Pimp Daddy here, playing songs from Queen and playing music from all these classic rock bands, metal bands. Played everything from Blue Oyster Cult. We've listened to Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Once again, these are things that's like, oh wow. The Queen, you fall in love with Queen. He's over here. Oh man, I gotta make sure I don't forget
Yeah.
this song. Shazamming and Shazamming it all the time.
we were listening to Marilyn Manson a little earlier ago. Not on
cruising
video,
on
but
over here,
you
yeah.
know, when we were cruising on over here to the studio, and you know, hey, you know, just good music, good times.
Music is music.
Good vibes. You know,
We're opening each other's eyes up, and we're hoping we're going to open up
Definitely.
yours as well.
Yeah.
To some different music, some older music, of course, and eventually, you know, some newer music. But right now, there's too many unbelievably great songs and great bands that have been forgotten, and that's what it's all about. We just want to tell you about them and ask you to spend just a couple of minutes of your time
please.
to give them a listen. What have you got to lose but a couple minutes?
Hey, actually, they don't have anything to lose.
Nothing
you know
to
why?
lose.
Because I
It's all a
believe
game.
that anybody who's watching right now, it really has a passion about music. They really enjoy it. They love it. It's something that they hold dearly to their heart. And so, you know, it's actually not taking any time out your day.
And I've
because-
had fun since I've known you, opening up your eyes to different kinds of music that you've never even considered
absolutely.
listening to
yeah,
before.
I mean, I have a different ear to it now that you've exposed it to me. And I'm like, okay, I've always been into instruments. When I was in high school, I played in the band. I played the snare. You know, I've always had that ear.
See, right now, what do we got?
but-
I wanna rock.
Hey, and so it's just like, hey, you know, why not listen to these different songs? I'm like, okay, I can appreciate this.
There's a lot of really great music out there. This is Say Hello, April Wine, right here. All about music.
That's JB.
Until next time, thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment. A thumbs up is always appreciated. Even an evil, hateful comment.
The fact that you took time out of your busy day, of your busy schedule, you could have been anywhere in the world, but I mean, you were here watching us, and you took
For
that time to
almost
take
12
that-
minutes.
Hey,
We're done, man.
you're right. That negative comment, it means dearly to us, but we appreciate all of y'all. Seriously.
Until next time, it's all about the music, baby. Take 1,000. Oh my God, we're terrible. All right,
It's all good.
so the technical is, we're working on technical. So at the end of the video there, we were just trying to say, hey, if you would like the video,
Please comment below.
comment on the video.
Negative, positive, hey, we'll all
It's
take
all
it in.
good.
We
It's
appreciate
all
you
good.
tuning in to All About the Music.
That's all about the music. So, were we going to say anything? I don't think we're going to say anything
I don't think
else.
we were. Hey.
Because we've already tried this, and I think I blew up enough mics today.
Yeah.
Because I got a big mouth.